Hello. Good evening,
Morning.
America, and good morning, Australia.
Hello,
It
world.
is-
Morning.
What's today, kids? I don't even know. It's like
It's June.
Tuesday.
It's
It is-
Tuesday, June 9th here.
It's Wednesday
Right.
here.
Oh,
Wednesday morning.
It's 2 different
Happy
days.
birthday. I do want to give a shout out to some friends of mine. I need to say happy birthday to Lori Klima-Lewis and Joe Gregory if they're watching. Happy birthday.
Yay!
Yeah,
Hi,
happy birthday, guys.
Hi, people we don't know. Oh, well, if we're doing shout outs because we're like, they're cool now. Hi, Twan. He likes to watch the show when he gets out of work late at night. He messaged us. He watched last week's show and he thought it was crazy.
Mhm.
So, kids, I gotta tell you what happened to me. You guys missed it, and nobody got it on camera, and I was so mad. So I decided to go be manly, right? Because the backyard over here looks like a jungle. It's like higher than Gabe. It's crazy. It looks like I got a meadow going on back there right now, right? Because I got an electric lawnmower and it ain't cute, and I'm not doing it. Look at my hair; it's a hot mess because it's still not cut. So I've given up. So I go over and get Hottie Cop, the one that serenaded me. If you go on the show page, you can see the video of him doing the Say Anything boombox. So you go over and grab his weed whacker, and I'm out back, and I'm like doing some weed whacking, whatever. And all of a sudden, I tip over. Tip over. Like just ass over tea kettle, tip over. I take my fence out. I land into my paninis. Or whatever they're called, pansies, I don't know, whatever those flowers are, the big bush ones.
Mhm.
I take them out, I flatten them, and I'm just like,
So what you're
But
saying
wait.
is you have a big bush.
absolutely. But here's the thing.
That's all I
Here's
got
the
out of
thing.
this.
So I got the weed whacker. Do you think, because my hand's like all numb, right? Because I got something going on with from my elbow. I don't let go of the trigger button. So the weed whacker's still going, it's by my feet. And do you think that my homo ass, was going to wear anything other than flip-flops while I'm out weed whacking?
That's the dumbest thing you've ever done.
No, I do it all, even mowing the lawn, because I got that electric lawnmower. I'm not wearing sneakers. I don't wear, no, I'm anti, no. I don't like socks. I don't wear, no.
Listen,
I'm
I don't
not
like
doing it.
socks either, but I value my toes.
This is why I hire people to do yard work, because I'm not wearing sneakers or socks during the warm months in New York. It
Always
doesn't
wear
happen
socks.
Is he still incapacitated? Your lawn guy?
Yes.
He's done, bitch. He done. He called me because he saw the show, right? And he was like, he showed it to his mother. She's like, this isn't right. You need to get over there. I'll go over and do that poor man's yard. You owe him money. And I'm like, you are not making your mother come over and do the yard, bro.
Oh my
It's
God.
fine. Seriously. Like, it was just a freaking joke, dude. You got a busted hip and a messed up pelvis. It's fine. Like, my fat ass can get out there and try to figure it out. All right. I'll go, I don't. It's because when we had the hot tub put in the backyard, they took out the electrical socket, put in the 210 one in the backyard. So that kind of is a problem for the electric lawnmower. You feel me? So, because I'm not buying one with it. You got to put gas in it and do all these manly kind of things. I can't.
Although
You can't
we've been
put gas
talking-
in a lawnmower? Do you
Although-
put gas in a car? It's
Hold
not
on.
that much different.
No,
But
I
here's the thing.
don't. No,
But
I
here's the
don't.
thing. But here's the
I
thing,
don't put
Jeffrey.
gas in the car. Do you know when the last time I put gas in the car was?
Yeah, that's usually my job.
I think in the last year.
I don't put gas in my car. My husband does it. Yeah.
In the last 3 years, I've
Luke, do
probably
you put
gassed-
gas in your car? Are you and I the only ones putting gas in our cars?
I put petrol, we call it petrol here instead of gas, in my own car, yes. I ain't that privileged.
No, this is what Jeffrey does. Jeffrey doesn't put gas in the car. He
No.
goes to the gas
My
station where they
husband
do the
does it.
service for him, and they put the gas in the car.
Oh, you
for
still
him.
have them there?
I'll
You still
drive
have
to
like
Weedsville.
We have
seven gas
one.
stations.
You'll drive to the one in Weedsport? Really?
I'll drive
Yes.
like 15 minutes out of my way. Because,
Oh
and
my
I've always
God.
been like this. I don't like doing it. Especially in the winter. No. Since I've been single, even before, I'm not, no.
Actually, now that you mention this, I remember when we were driving back from Niagara Falls, you made me put it in the car.
I drove. Why am I pumping the gas? I drove. You pumped the
Now
gas.
I'm realizing I was on a holiday.
I drove your ass around. You weren't driving here because you can't drive on the right side of the road.
Jeff, my God. You're going to have an aneurysm. Chill out.
No, and you guys have like real crazy road rules too. What's this business when you're at a red light, but you're allowed to turn right through a red light? That's crazy.
No, I love
Red
that.
at stop.
I got places to go.
Because we drive on the right side of the road. It's America.
No, you don't. It's crazy. What about when I got out of the plane and I was trying to get in the car and I was going into the driver's seat because I thought there was the passenger side?
Oh, my God.
No, fool. Not here.
Oh
Not
my
now.
gosh.
Mhm.
This is great.
No. I can't. No, I'm not pumping my own gas. And this is the thing. So I haven't really paid attention to gas prices for years because I don't know. I don't care.
Well,
Gas
they're really
prices
low
are
now.
great right now. Yeah.
I
They
couldn't
are.
tell you what they were. Not if I tried. And it was like, I'm telling when everything was going down when Joe and I separated, and like, all of a sudden like reality hit again, and like the good years were over, and it was like, guess what, bitch? You don't have money anymore. The help has to go. The nanny, the cleaning lady, all of it, it's gone. And Shannon's trying to help me with a budget because that had not been happening for years. And she's like, okay, we're at the grocery store. And she's like, you got to learn how to shop on a budget. And I'm like, okay. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like putting things in the cart. She's like, do you even look at the prices? And I'm like, no. She's like, you can't buy organic anymore. I'm like,
You can buy organic. You just got to shop at Aldi's.
I don't think so. Every guy get me, I'm like, no. I am not going grocery shopping where you got to put a quarter in the cart. It's not ever going to happen. My mother made me do that when I was a little kid. And bitch, I'm telling you what, I don't care. I'll cut off the table.
Just
I have
just
never.
carry a quarter and then hand it to someone who's trying to put the cart away, and then you don't have to do it.
No,
Exactly.
I don't care. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. I'll go. No. I'll
I've
cut off
never
the-
had a problem. I never had a problem shopping
There's
at Aldi's.
nothing
when I've
wrong
been
with
on my
it.
own.
No.
Aldi's
Aldi's
is the-
amazing. We have
And
it here too.
And even better, like the people who own Aldi's own Trader Joe's. Like, you can't get any more bougie than that.
I don't
Right.
care. I'm going to Wegmans. I wouldn't even go to Walmart. Shannon was like, "What's wrong with you?" And then she saw me buying the basting oil for like Wegmans basting oil. You get the two jug, the 2 bottles of it for like $16. And she's like, "You can't afford that anymore." I said, "Why don't you just take the air right out of my lungs, bitch? Like, just get away from me, okay?" Like, so needless to say, her and I's shopping adventure did not work out together. I won, and I still grocery shop however the hell I wanted. That has not changed. Like, no.
It hasn't.
I am
Look,
a
you've made it
I'm
work
a
now.
Wegmans loyalist, but I will still try to do this on a budget.
No,
Like-
I stopped buying my good thread count sheets. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I had to stop buying these.
Man, you are high maintenance. I never realized.
Oh, wait. Well,
He's
here's
like,
the
nope.
Very,
but
very high
But-
maintenance.
we were really hard
A
to
bougie,
be able.
a bougie bitch. You are a bougie bitch.
I was, yeah. Well, Karen used to say it all the time on the old show, right? Like we worked really hard to be able to afford a certain lifestyle. And you get used to that after so many years of having a threshold of money, right? And then when that gets taken away from you rather abruptly, and you're kind of doing everything on your own, you have 3 kids, now you're a single parent, and you're trying to pay the nanny salary and the cleaning person's salary, yourself, and you got to help the ex out. And you have all these mounting bills, and you have a store that's bleeding you dry, and you have no money coming in. You're like, I was so stressed out because I'm watching everything I built crumble. It was a really horrifying experience. And then still trying to just afford the necessities it was a really traumatic time. I mean, it was scary. It really was. So
See, Kyle and I make the joke that we work really hard to struggle. I
well,
mean,
we
we're not,
did.
well, we're not
years.
like, I mean, we're not poor. We're not struggling, but man, those student loans, they'll bury you.
Yeah. And I mean, we weren't like, loaded, but we got to a place where if I wanted to go to Target and buy whatever, I could go and spend $500 if I needed to or wanted to for the house or for
Oh,
the
Jesus,
kids.
I can't do that.
You know what I mean? Like, but I wouldn't do it every day either, within reason. You know,
Hmm.
like it just got to that point where I could go buy what I needed. You know, we weren't going on lavish vacations because we worked all the time. That was a trade-off. You know what I mean? I wasn't going out drinking. I wasn't going and having fun. I was nonstop working. So if I wanted to go and buy a set of, great thread count sheets so that I slept well, guess what? I was going to go buy me some sheets.
We take a pretty big vacation, like maybe once every 2-3 years, something like that. And it's usually kid themed because, kids rule everything around me. But
If I wanted to take care of my friends or somebody was struggling, like that was something I loved to do, because I could. Like there was one time my girlfriend Candy and I that had the store too. Like she was going through my bag and there was like $700 worth of loose bills in there or whatever. And she's like, I wish I could find this. And I was like, I don't know, girl. It was like my tip money and I cashed some stuff. Just had it floating around in my man bag. I didn't even know.
yeah,
And
I kind of wish I had that floating around in my handbag.
And then I was like horrified because I just didn't but that's how insane I worked that much.
Are you sure you're not laundering money?
I wish, okay? Because let me tell you what. I wouldn't have just been down to like our last 4 forks before we just ordered some new silverware because the kids had thrown them out, down to the last couple dishes, okay?
Yeah.
No, mama's back to the poorhouse. There's no more money.
Well,
It's gone.
Jeff, being a single
what's up,
parent is really
K-1000?
tough.
Mike,
I
in the
was
back.
actually about to have some empathy for you
How's
and
John?
sympathize with you,
How's
but I don't
John
know if I
doing?
feel like it now.
What's up, Kate?
Listen, Mo, being a single parent, though, is pretty tough because everything's on you. You're not just looking after yourself, you're looking after other people and you're trying to make everything work. And I mean, I'm happy with my income, but I work a lot. And I'm around this as well. I'm just doing constant shift work. I've literally just come off night shifts. I'm going back on tomorrow morning. And you're trying to make everything work. And I want to get renovations done, all of this kind of stuff, which had I still been in a relationship would have been very easy to do. It would have been very achievable. Now I'm like, I've got to sacrifice this. I've got to do this. I've got to, make sure I'm still paying for childcare. It's just a constant, it's a hustle, man. I feel like I'm the working poor. I guess I am. I'm the working poor. I'll work and work and work to keep everything going. But where is it going? That's kind of how I feel sometimes.
Yep, I know exactly what you mean. Kyle and I work really hard. I mean, just today I got home at 5:00. My youngest goes to bed around 5:30, 6 o'clock. I get maybe a half an hour with him, and it's usually me rocking him to sleep. And then you go to pay the bills. It's like, where's all my money going? Where is it going?
Mm-hmm.
How am I broke already when I just got paid? And we're comfortable. We can afford groceries. We can afford some extras every now and then. We can afford to take vacations. But it's a hustle. It's working your ass off just to still kind of struggle. It's wild.
Absolutely. And I think too, for me, at the time, it got to the point where I could have bailed the stores out, or the one store, because I had the other store, but both stores needed me. So it was 15-hour days. Gabe was 8 months old because he came right from the hospital. Aiden and Tyler were 5 and 4. So they were still really little. They were in foster care still. They weren't adopted. And they needed me. They didn't need a live-in nanny, And it was really a choice. It was going to be either the career or you're going to be a dad, dude. It was going to be one or the other. I couldn't have both. It just wasn't going to happen because they had so many behavioral issues and they had so much trauma. So it came down to a choice for me. Do you want to keep going with this career or do you want to be a dad? So I had to make that choice. And Marie, I know you spent years being a single mom, raising a kid.
Well, I
You
had
had a
my
kid early.
daughter when I was 15. So
Grandpa
and I
was not
refused
happy with
to be-
you.
I know, but I refused to be on welfare. I didn't get child support. And I just worked my ass off. So I finished high school, even though I had her ninth grade. But after that, I couldn't do anything else because I couldn't afford daycare. I had to ask friends, family members to babysit for me. I had to,
it's a hustle.
free.
Hey, you're hustling, man.
It is. But now my daughter just got accepted in a pharmacy school. She's going to be a pharmacist in 4 years, so it was worth it because she saw
Isn't
how
it
hard
great
I
though,
worked.
Marie? Because if we've got this insight though into our own selves, like, look, I made a lot of bad choices as a young person. I had every opportunity given to me, and I was just mucking around all the time. I think it's only after I had a child that I got serious about my life. But isn't it great that we've sort of got this insight now where we don't want them to make our mistakes again? Like, we can put them on a different path.
And Marie,
sorry.
No, I totally.
one of my best friends had a child at 14, and she just graduated from law school. So like you and her are examples of, if you work hard, you can still do what you want to do and have a nice life and see your children grow up and be great examples for them.
Absolutely, it's taking the responsibility, you know. And if you start off on the back foot, you've got to really push and push and push. But if you put in the work, like look now, Marie, you've got a beautiful home. Your daughter's going to pharmacy school. Like, it's not the end of the world if you're not starting off at the top of the class, if that makes sense. Like, everyone has such a different journey in this life, and I think that it really shapes us all, and it shapes our children, and it's made us like who we are, and then we can impart that wisdom and knowledge onto our children, because we wouldn't have it had we not gone through the experiences that we go through.
And you know what? Your daughter's victory is your victory, and you get to enjoy that too, because her hard work is thanks to you. You gave her a great example of, you got to work hard to get what you want. And I really hope you're enjoying that acceptance too, because it's yours too. Her victory is your victory. I really hope you're enjoying it with her.
It is, because I don't want her to struggle. I want my grandchildren to have a good life. And that was the whole point, was, to be there and be a positive influence in her life. And I sent Jeffrey the essay she wrote for scholarship, and it was about me and be where she is if it wasn't for me, and my drive to push her to be who she is. And that's the biggest joy that I have. And I'm still young enough. I'm 39 years old. I mean, I have my whole life ahead of me, and my daughter's an adult, and I don't, so it worked out the way it was supposed to work out. And I think, I met my husband, and we, have a nice life, and we're comfortable. And, and the crazy thing is, I work maybe 40 hours a week, if that, and I have a job where I just make a lot of money. And I was just fortunate in that way to find, this place and, do that. But it's not something you can do forever, because it's hard, and it's hard on your back, and it's just hard in general. So, I have plans for the future, and we are making plans and moves every day so that I can get out of that life and go back to school and then do something that I want to do. And I'm still young enough to do it.
What are your plans?
I do want to do the vet. I want to go and do the vet tech program and assist like veterinarians and help animals, especially animals with like deformities and stuff, try to rehab them, find homes, stuff like that.
That's awesome.
So
I
love animals. I want to help them, and I want to help people.
Well, that's great. I can't wait to.
She
Can't wait
takes
to
after her aunt.
Yeah.
It runs in the family.
Well, and my dad was a dog warden. Yes, like our family loves animals.
They're
like,
crazy people.
Animals.
Crazy people. Like, I'm telling you, rat poison agrees with our relatives.
Listen, I don't trust people who don't like animals, so you're good. You're good by me, Marie.
No, like our grandfather.
I saved 3 earthworms today. 3. There was 3 earthworms because we had a lot of rain, and there was ants like attacking one, and I saved them and put them in my lime tree so they would be safe and not dry out. So I showed my stepdaughter they were crazy picking them up, and I was like, look, we got to put them in here so they don't die. I saw the lizard thing. I don't want anything to die.
An
It's fishes.
earthworm.
Palmetto bugs, flying roaches, you gotta die. I'm so sorry. Again, there was 3 of them. We had a lot of room here. Yes.
Are you saying you
Sure.
discriminate
And you
against
can
certain
make them
insects?
I was-
Listen, I'm with her on that. I'm with her on that.
Oh, look, I
Well,
won't kill anything if
I
it
try
can't
not to
hurt me.
kill
But like
spiders.
today, I let a grasshopper out, but I killed a spider last night because it came in the house. And I was
Yep,
like,
yep. Oh, I'm always spiders
You're
and
not
stink
supposed
bugs.
to have
Nope.
spiders.
There is a massive spider
Unless it bothers me.
up above me that's been coming across the ceiling. Like I realized right before we went on.
And
air.
he's hearing what we're talking about right now.
I'm
Yeah,
not-
You're in danger, girl.
He's
You're in danger.
I don't care.
suspicious. Jeffrey, he's watching you. He's like,
No.
yeah, bitch. Bring
Listen,
it.
listen. No, see, they don't. As a kid, Marie, I'm sure you can remember. Like, I was terrified, Okay, because my cousin, our cousin, who's just every time I see him, I'm like, oh, you're still alive. Waste of space. Just taking up air. He would torment me with Daddy Longlegs. My mother would always rent this cabin up at the Y camp and like take us all.
Yes,
Her
there
father-
were so many daddy long.
Her father would like always bring the boat, so he'd take us. We'd all be out on this boat, like it was crazy. The whole family, all the cousins, like we were nuts. Okay, the big Italian family. So you can imagine the kind of antics would go on when you got like, I mean, how many of us were there? There'd probably be like 30 of us.
There were
all
so
up at
many.
this- The whole camp,
Cabin, dogs,
You know-
dogs. Yeah.
And my cousin, do you remember that time he brought that girlfriend and she was like, picture it like the quintessential 80s bitch, right? With those big Sally Jesse glasses with the multicolors though, but like the red tint. And she had the big red hair with kind of the ponytail, but the big bangs, And she'd be like, my grandmother made some like, you remember her? What the hell was her name? I don't know. But do you remember who I'm talking
Hey,
about?
who's
That Dale
girlfriend?
dated? Dale's girlfriend. What was her name? Oh my God, it's gonna drive me nuts. But she had the big bangs with the big hair. And grandma was like, do you like my potato salad? She's like, I don't know, it's bot nasty. That's what she used to everything. Bot nasty. It's bot nasty. It's bot nasty. It's bot nasty. She was the weirdest chick, but I just thought she was the funniest thing because she'd be like, it's bot, it's bot, it's bot.
You know,
Everything.
Jeff, I've got a solution to your spider problems.
No, I'm allergic.
Oh.
Honey, I'm a true homo. I'm allergic to pussy.
All I'm saying is I don't have many spiders in the house, and this one's fat for a reason.
Oh.
Oh, Miss
Wait, is
Kitty.
that a thing? Do cats actually eat spiders?
Yes.
They
Yes.
Oh.
kill stuff. They
I mean,
actually
look
are
at this
really
thing.
good pest control.
Look at this thing. He's
Oh.
huge.
I did not know that was a thing about cats.
Yeah, and like, you will very rarely have like any kind of pests if there's a cat around because they'll just mess that shit up real quick.
Yep.
No.
Got
See,
two of them.
They don't really.
Pest free.
As
I mean, I'm a
got
dog person, but I'm thinking of, maybe bringing, my mom has a cat that was it was a dumped cat. It was someone had just dumped this cat in the street and she just came and sat on the steps every day. And, then mum started to feed her because, she felt sorry for this cat. She just sat on the bottom step every day. And so we ended up just keeping her and she got spayed. She was like over a year old and had never been pregnant. So someone had obviously had her as a pet and then they just got rid of her. So we've kept her.
We
She's
have a
like,
lot in common.
That's mean.
Jeffrey.
What?
No,
She likes to sit on
there's
the bottom.
Oh boy.
It's all right, Kate.
Um,
It's all right.
Well,
Don't worry
speaking
about
of falling,
it, Goslin.
speaking of falling on your bottom, so Miss Katrina couldn't be here today, but
Yeah.
she
Where's
wanted to
Kat?
be involved. She did want to be involved in the show, so she sent me this little video clip that I need to share with you guys.
Oh boy.
That involves our
Did Shelly get a
Fabulous.
picture of me falling?
no. She didn't get a picture of you falling. I do have the picture of the bush though. The before.
yeah, we need to see it.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
This
Let's
is
see
the
it.
before.
And let's
Yeah,
see the
so when
after.
I
Let's see
found-
it.
This is what the bush is supposed to, So here's the flowers, whatever that I call them
Very,
the paninis.
very lively and fresh
Yeah,
bush.
And
Yeah,
this is the after.
I took them out, bitch. Like the
Hey
fence
Jeff,
is
were you
gone.
like laying on the ground all emotional? Who helped you
No,
up?
I was hollering. Shelly next door heard me hollering because I started laughing and I was like, oh,
my
especially
God.
when I realized the weed whacker, I never let go of the trigger button and it was going right by my feet. And, I had the flip flops on. So she heard me holler and she's like, are you all right? Where are you? Because she couldn't see me. And I'm like, I'm on the ground. I took the whole fence out, ripped all the things out. So the fence is down all over. Tonight we had deer all in the yard, hanging out with all the
Great.
kids.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
great.
Took out the
Okay.
whole fence, everything.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Love it.
I'm sorry. What did Miss Kitty do?
No, it was a video that she sent me that she told me that I needed to share with the class here today. So it's quite funny. I think y'all will get a kick out of it.
Yeah, let's see this.
Oh, this bitch.
We can watch it again.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
Jeffrey.
So what happened was that thing flew me like a rag doll. You can't really see, but look at that. I was like 365 pounds then. What you can't really tell from that video is the force that it took to through me.
Oh, I love this. Oh, it's so
That
good.
wasn't
so
gentle,
good.
okay? I mean the force that it threw me on the ground. And Candy had told me for years, listen, that takes a lot of strength to do that. That thing will throw you. And I
Excuse
don't
me.
believe her. I said, bitch, I'll buff these floors. I don't need no man. I don't need no man. Let me tell you what, it didn't work out for my favor. And then when I tried to do it in the dining room, I took out a table. Me and that floor buffer, it didn't work out. I hired somebody.
They,
I think we need that in the outro credits now. It's just Jeffrey falling in every episode.
I was showing James yesterday the fogger that we use to disinfect in the office, and man, I'm like a Ghostbuster with that thing. Moving around. Oh my God, I had way too much fun with it. They pay me to use it. It's so good.
You should send me the video of that so I can show it next week or next time you're on.
I'm outside.
Listen,
Let me just make sure there's no
I wish-
information in it.
Right.
now I wish I could
Oh.
at work have a room that goes up and got the tallies and get stock out, stack these things up, and I walk them out no problem. Well, this guy is stacked so high up on the dolly, and he's going down the ramp. His feet go out from underneath him. He goes down. French fries go flying everywhere. All of our Mexican workers run over. You think they're going to help him? They grab all the French fries and just leave him on the ground. And you see them walking away with the fries and bringing them inside the restaurant. And I'm like, and he's still laying on the ground. I'm like, nice. I'm like, why? It's so messed up.
Oh, well,
Hey,
they
you
were
got
frozen,
down
right?
so
You
hard.
gotta save the
All
food.
the time.
You always gotta save
Frozen
the
fries,
food.
like yes, frozen fries all on top of them. And he just, I mean, the stories and the videos I've seen at my job are just so funny. I was telling Jeffrey about just the shenanigans that's been going on here, and we had an old man pooping himself, and he was shaking his pants all the way to the bathroom and shaking doodle balls all the way.
Oh,
to the
gosh.
bathroom. And they had he's sweeping up doodle balls behind this man because he's just shaking them out his pant leg. And they're like picking on each other, like, ha, this dustpan has doodle balls, and the general manager got it all over his pants because they were all like screaming and yelling about this dustpan with doodle balls in it.
Oh,
Guess what, Marie? Welcome to my world.
I used to
Welcome to
work
my
at
world.
a clothing store when I was in my 20s, and people would use the dressing rooms as bathrooms.
Oh no.
Oh,
Terrible. And
That
that
and
is disgusting.
some of you may not know. Some of you may not know that Jeff and I met through working at a fine fast food establishment.
We did. Oh yeah.
Yes, we did. Man, some of those nights on the cleaning those bathrooms.
People are messed up. Hey, like, you go
It's all over
and
the
use the
walls.
toilet, leave it clean. Come
Did you
on.
ever get drunk with me at
What's
night?
wrong with these
Oh, I
people?
sure did. You were supplying me because I was underage.
No, I did not. I don't know what you're talking about. That is a legend. That is bullshit.
Oh, I'm sorry. Allegedly.
Bullshit.
You also,
Don't make
my
that
God.
joke on air. Oh my god.
listen, this was like 20 years ago. I'm sure like the statute of limitations is like
Yeah,
gone
well,
by now.
I was like 21. Okay.
And
oh my god.
you also brought me to a gay bar for the first time. That was my first experience at one, and it was
Did
you.
I?
bringing-
Well, at least he took you to
did.
one. I wanted to go to one the whole time I was over there. We never went.
Oh God, he.
Did we,
Oh.
bitch?
I don't
Oh, we
remember
didn't,
how we
did
went,
we?
but you brought me. It was
Look at
great.
That was that night we were going to go with Sarah,
how much
and
did,
it never happened. to him.
Everything was closed.
did you
That
not
night,
get
everything
laid
was
enough?
closed.
Did
We were
you
going
not
to
get
Syracuse.
Did you not get laid enough while you were here? I mean, how much railing does one homo need in America?
Oh, look at that face.
It was like Luke does America.
No, because he's making false statements.
No, I'm not. Just call me
Your daughter
Donald
with you?
Trump.
Where was
I'm
she?
sorry. I can't engage with you in this conversation. It's false.
Just call me Donald Trump.
Fake
Luke
news.
was
Fake
a whore.
news.
Oh, yeah.
Luke was a whore. Luke was a
Fake
filthy
news.
whore.
Jeffrey making false statements. No way. No
Luke?
way. Jeffrey
Okay.
making false
I-
statements.
Here's
No,
the
there
thing.
definitely wasn't a condom and cum left all over the back deck that morning. Nope.
Listen,
Mm,
My little virgin ears.
yeah. Come on.
What side's
that way, Jeffrey. That way.
Wasn't it lovely that night that we had a barbecue for 4th of July? And all the children were playing together. That's
And
the
then you got
memories I
railed
take home.
like a pig on a skewer. Oh, guess who it was by?
I'm sorry, Mum.
Don't tell me.
watch this
No.
fucking
I don't want to
episode.
know. But yes, I
You
do. Tell
know,
me.
you totally know.
No, tell me. Oh, send me a message.
Oh, no, don't.
Oh,
No.
yeah. This is a good one.
Mhm. Mhm. You're welcome. You're
Katie, I'm
welcome.
not sure
Okay.
it's true.
It's so true.
It could be another lie of his. I don't know anymore.
Her face says it all. She knows
She
exactly
knows.
who he's
She
talking
knows.
about.
See, look, I'm crafty. Now, if there's any listeners, they'll figure out the name, but they're not gonna know. Anybody in town might, but they won't be surprised.
Luke, we have to talk.
Hello, darling. So, okay, listen. So
Yeah,
what
let's
is
talk off air. Thanks,
Yes,
Jeffrey.
we'll talk off air.
You're welcome. Oh, Luke, it's okay, darling. It's all right, honey. Listen, I love you. Oh, Luke, no.
Oh.
Listen, don't be upset. It's not my fault you did the cake Austin look. I just thought maybe you wanted to have 8 kids. Maybe we'll get a show picked up by
I'd love to have
TLC.
8 children. I just need the money to fund that.
Babe, you don't like the one you have.
Hey,
Hey, that's
no,
gone too far.
No.
Hey, I don't like the
Come
3
on.
I have.
Hey, no.
You don't like the 2 you have up
I
there. You be
love the
quiet.
2 I have.
Okay, maybe 3
He
hours a
split-
day.
All right, we need that disclaimer down the bottom again, James, quickly.
Throw
Quick,
the,
quick,
throw the
quick.
Jeffrey disclaimer up, please.
Because the problem is exactly with Jeffrey,
I no
No, no,
longer
no,
have
no.
the
he
Jeffrey.
says these
We
crazy
want the
things.
Jeffrey disclaimer. We want the
I don't-
Jeffrey disclaimer.
Yeah, the
Okay,
Jeffrey.
here's the thing. Here's
Called
the thing.
allegedly, and it's called comedy, people.
Here's the
It's all jokes. If you
Well,
take
that's where I was
it
going.
seriously, you need to get a
There
fucking
you go.
hobby. Get a hobby and take a fucking Xanax. Maybe. No, I'm not
Whoa,
gonna say
whoa,
that
time
because
out,
then somebody
time out,
will. The-
Who's got the Xanax? Who's dealing?
I don't. No, I don't take.
I'm looking at James. Hit me up.
I got a clonidine.
I mean, I might know somebody.
Mom. Oh my God. Oh, the police are going to be showing up at the house.
I'm going to say there's going to be knocks at all of our doors after this episode.
But hold on. In my defense, it might be in Missouri. So
It
just saying.
can't be any worse than the time the
Throw
SWAT
up the
team showed up
comedy
at the cat
disclaimer. We're
ladies.
kidding.
It's a job.
Oh,
Relax.
I should just leave this one up for the rest of the show.
Like, remember that time I was underage and he gave me alcohol and then we were blowing cocaine all over the hood of the car at Taco Bell?
Hey, we never did coke.
Whoa!
It was 20 years ago. I'm pretty sure they can't nail you at this point.
I mean, yeah,
Takes
there
the
has to
shine
be-
off my 4th
the
of July
statute of
antics,
limitations
doesn't
has
it?
to be out of it.
Like all the times when I was like 16 buying cigarettes for my teachers and like going into bars. Yeah. So listen, the name of the show tonight was called Water Rescue because I heard this amazing story and I could not stop laughing because all I could picture was me. Because it would happen to me. So, Marie, can you
Okay.
please tell these people what had happened was?
There should be a disclaimer for people who rent jet skis because
really
I don't
should.
think people understand how deep the water is and how hard it is to physically pull yourself out of the water if you fall. So the story that I'm being told is that a really large woman fell off a jet ski and was being pulled out to sea, just couldn't get back on, struggled and struggled, and I guess
Wow.
they
really
had to
bad
step in and had to swim over to her jet ski and pry her up on top of it to get her on because she physically could not pull herself. And people are just watching. Boats are like trying to run her over. Like, I mean, I'm just like, dude. So, I mean, because she really, and then the other person that was with her didn't even help her. Just left her. She just floated away.
Jeff,
So,
isn't there
yeah.
a video of you
I
getting
mean-
like knocked down by waves or something like that? Something hilarious like that? Or was that you on the jet ski?
No, I've never. No. What happened was I was down in Siesta Key, but this is what she was just telling me what happened. Like since everything reopened, it was her story. But all I could picture was, I was like, what would have made it better is if they couldn't have got her back on the jet ski, you know, because I'm picturing like my 600-pound life falling off the jet ski and it's in the water. You know what I mean? And
I
I'm like,
love that show.
how great would it have been to sitting at like a restaurant by the water and picturing them like having the jet ski towed in right behind their jet ski and then towing the bitch behind the jet ski because they can't get her on it. I'm like,
Oh.
Well, it would kind of be like a live
don't
theater
you
of
even,
Free
don't you
Willy.
listen, but exactly.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I'm fat. It's fine. It's fine. I give him a pass because it's the truth. I know Vera would hate me right now, but it's fine. I don't care. Fucking fat people. But they should tell fat people because it is hard. When you gotta climb out the water to get on shit, it's not easy. You gotta have upper body strength.
Oh.
And here's the thing.
Yeah.
And you got to lift a lot of weight when you're pulling yourself out. Like, you know, even if you're
And you got a
small,
life jacket.
you're pulling
on.
up.
Yeah. Like Joe even was struggling.
Like,
to
you
get-
know, Willie
Yeah.
jumped that rock at the end, didn't he? Like Free Willy when he went like. But that's fiction, people. That's fiction. Whales don't do that shit.
But what
You
these
can't get
tourists
yourself out
don't
the water.
understand- But you have to understand what these tourists don't understand. In that water, there's dolphins, there's barracudas, and there's sharks. Like, so you're just like floating, and there's sharks. There's all.
So they're going to
in
mistake the
that
big
water.
fat
There's
person
animals
for a
that
rival
come in
carnivore,
the
aren't
area
they?
all the time,
They mistake her
like
for
a seal or something. Who knows what they're going to think? But I mean, scary.
I mean,
That's completely scary.
make no mistake. I love Shark Week, but I'm not getting in the ocean for that
I'm going
reason.
to pay myself. Stop.
listen.
Yeah. People get bit
Barracuda.
here. People do get here.
You are clearly not paying attention to Shark Week,
Yes.
Jeffrey, because they say that. They say that the attacks are because they think they're like food.
I know. Well, and somebody that size, absolutely. Why do you think I don't go
It
that
doesn't
far
matter
out?
the size. It doesn't matter the size. There's
Hey, honey, they're like hams tonight. They're getting fed, okay? They're like,
Don't
yeah.
you see the look
Super.
on Marie and I have this. We're done with your shit. That's the look we're giving you. We are done with your
Listen,
shit.
I feel bad for
Oh.
the fat lady. I feel bad for the fat lady, but I definitely don't think it's fair because no, when I was down there, I looked into renting a jet ski, right? And it doesn't have warnings for fat people or, just anybody really that if you don't, how dangerous it is that if you fall off, man, you might get stuck. It's a problem. So, I mean, yeah, we're making fun of the fat bitch. So I kind of feel bad, but at the same time, I don't because I think it's funny. I think it's funny when anybody falls. I would have been making fun of a skinny person if they fell off a jet ski. And if you're mad at me, fuck off. I don't care because it's funny and you can't sit at my table anyways. So, too bad. Here's the
And
thing.
it's only funny because she got saved. It's not funny when
Right.
these
If something
people
would have
are
happened, it would have.
drowning.
Well, no, I probably still would have laughed. If she would have got eaten by a shark, I probably would have laughed. It would have been funny if she was on her
But here's the
period.
thing.
Come on, the
But
line,
here's the
Jeffrey,
thing.
the line.
Jeffrey
Crossed
finds
it.
the most morbid,
Yeah, I
inappropriate
do.
things
I do.
hilarious.
This is fun,
So-
Well, like Joan Rivers' joke, where she's like, well, if I'm going in the ocean.
Do you reckon there would have been like little fish like cleaning her though? Like how they like nibble off the whales? Like, do you
Oh,
think they
come
would have been coming up like?
on.
Well,
That's
you don't have to be
enough.
fat for that to happen.
No, the fish.
But-
The fish do that here.
No, but
Listen,
listen,
no, the fish do that here. They will surround you and start like dipping on your feet. Like they will,
I hate
like
you so much.
they'll surround you in the water. It's
that
true.
was that happened to
Like,
the boys.
why are these?
That
Yes.
was happening
I
to
don't.
the
I don't wear
boys.
emotion.
Well,
or
then,
anything.
Jeff,
you should be happy.
I've given up on you. I'm just watching the cat now. I've given
Listen.
up on you.
Listen, no.
I was
so
gonna say
what
though, she got
happened-
exfoliated, so that's pretty cool. Like you pay a lot to get exfoliated. So-
What happened to me was down at Siesta Key.
Then it hurts because then they bite you for real. They bite you so like they start to really get a biting. They don't just at first they start nibbling, and then you actually feel them biting you
Listen,
like
bitch,
these little fish, and there'll
You-
be like hundreds of them surrounding.
you would just see me
Ew.
grabbing fish and throwing
What?
them out the fucking water. Okay, like you would just see all kinds of crazy shit. Okay, I can't. I'm not. This is why I just don't go that far. Like I couldn't be on a jet ski in the ocean. Like no.
Ocean.
So, ocean. So listen.
You wouldn't go scuba diving.
No, bitch. No, don't take my line. Don't take my line. So listen, what happened was, so I'm going down. I'm with Joe. We're in Mel. Like we're down in Siesta Key, so it's really shallow, really far out. You can see to the bottom. It's Lake Destin, white sand. It's gorgeous, gorgeous. So they're going out and they kind of ditched me because it was still like I didn't go in the lake. I don't go in the water. It's fishing stuff. I can't. I watched Jaws one too many times as a kid. I can't mess with it. So they're going out and I'm way back, right? So I'm trying to go out to where they are. Well, all of a sudden I see like something move in the water. And now I'm probably like, they're probably 200 yards out. I'm maybe like 75 yards out. I see something move. It was like the second coming of Christ, like Moses parted the Red Sea. I turn around and I start doing the Baywatch run out of that fucking ocean.
I have a similar story. I have a
Legs
similar story
up.
to that.
Legs up, and I'm booking ass.
It was,
I'm just fucking done, gone. And well, here's the thing: the beach was packed. Everybody just stops, and they're like, "Yo, why is the fat dude running?" And here's the thing: like, I'm not oblivious to the fact that I know I just spooked myself, and there's no reason for me to run like this. And I'm also watching everybody's face around me and see that they're like frozen in sheer terror. And then I start seeing everybody else panic, and now they're moving out of the water very quickly because they know if a fat dude's running that fast, something's got to be horribly wrong.
So in high school, we went to Europe and was getting in the ocean, and we're in Nice. The water is turquoise. It's beautiful. There's it's beautiful weather. So I'm walking into the water. I feel something brushing up against my leg. Went out screaming, and you got to believe all these French people on the beach are probably like, what is wrong with that stupid American? What is her fucking problem? And it turns out it was just seaweed. But you bet your ass I booked my ass out of there so quick. I couldn't believe, like, oh my God, somebody touched me. Oh,
Well, I got bitten by like some kind of eel in the water once. I could feel it moving under the sand. I was standing there. So stupid me with the blonde hair. It's like, oh, I'll reach down because it wasn't that deep. I'm like, I'll reach down and get whatever it is because it's under my foot. Holy heck, it like latched onto my finger and it burned, like whatever it was, it stung. And I just flicked it. I don't even know what it was. I was just like screaming like a woman. I was just running out of the water like, help!
So a normal Friday night.
and this is why I don't go in the water anymore. And this is why I don't go in the water.
See,
Listen,
I'm terrified of
if you
sharks. I have
wanna
an irrational fear of sharks though. So I really want to come to Florida though, Marie, but I'm scared to swim there.
I just stick to the pools in Florida. They're just as nice.
You should be, but I want to know what's around you. Take a piece of food, a piece of bread, anything, and
No.
you'll see
Nope.
what
Nope.
has been swimming all
Nope.
around you. It comes up and they're quick. They eat everything.
Nope. Yeah.
Yeah,
Listen.
there's crabs, there's
Nope.
jellyfish, there's
Again,
fish, like,
Joan Rivers gave the
and
best advice.
they start. Like I said, I don't like to put in
I'm just
You
gonna stick
find-
to the pool. Mm-mm.
You find the biggest bitch who's on her period and put her over there. You're fine. No, the first night we made it to Destin, I'm telling you, I'll tell you the recipe to get in the ocean because I was like the freak. You know what I mean? I wouldn't get, if the only water I was getting in was a pool.
Mhm.
The way to get in the ocean, I'll tell you the recipe. Xanax and some alcohol, bitch. You won't care about nothing. Because Joe, the first night we got there, we look out, we walk down to the ocean, and what do I see in the water? Sharks. There's a whole bunch of them swimming like, maybe 15 feet out from the shore. And my mother's like, there ain't no way in hell I'm getting in that water.
Are you sure it was a shark and not a dolphin?
No, they were sharks. They were like, smaller sharks, but they were
okay.
sharks. There was a couple of them. And
sharks.
and Joe's
Sharks
like,
move a certain way.
yeah, no, they were sharks. And then Joe's like, oh, great. Now Jeffrey's never going to get in the water. Oh, no, this was for my 30th. And I was like, yeah, you want to bet, bitch? I brought the bottle of Xanax. I'm getting in the water. Sure
There you
shit.
go.
I took one of those, popped a couple of drinks. Kids, don't try this at home unless you're professional, okay? I am not.
Can we throw up that disclaimer again?
Yeah, put up the disclaimer.
Can we
I
throw
am
up a this is not
promoting-
medical advice?
yeah, it's not. I'm not a doctor. I am not promoting mixing medication and alcohol at all. Again, folks, it's
You must
comedy.
try this
Jesus
home.
Christ.
Oh, fuck. Ah.
We're gonna get the hate mail.
So
and the
Jeff, are we
letters.
going to Destin next year? Are we going to Destin next year then? when
You
all
want to
these
go spend?
restrictions
You
are
want to go
lifted?
spend? Wait, you want to spend Christmas in New York, or you want to spend Christmas in Florida? Pick one.
Well, I don't think I can come over for Christmas this year because of all the shit. I don't know if flights will be open, but next
Oh
year
my
in
God,
summer,
they're gonna
maybe
be
we could go
open.
to Florida
Wait,
again.
I can't stand this fool. He just don't even talk to me right now. We're doing a show, and now you're trying to plan a trip on air. Don't talk to me right now.
Yeah.
Do you
No.
want to kick him from
Well,
the
do you
street?
think flights will be open? Do you feel COVID restrictions will be lifted to international
You
flights
were
will be happening
supposed
at
to
Christmas?
book the ticket like 2 weeks ago.
Can we boot these guys? They're killing my vibe.
Me?
Man talking. Who is this man
You
talking?
kicked me.
Somebody.
This bitch here.
I mean, I don't want to get fired, so
How do you get fired from your
Baby,
own
I-
show?
I'll
I
protect
don't want to
you,
get
don't worry.
kicked out of my house.
You're not gonna get kicked out. Don't worry.
How
I'll
you gonna
protect
get kicked out?
You're not gonna get kicked out.
Who's kicking you out?
You have squatters' rights. You are fine.
She said squatters.
So Marie, wait. So did this lady get out of the water though? Did we even close that story off? Did she survive? Like
She
she
already
was
said
okay,
it.
obviously.
She already said it's
Oh,
only
she
funny
did.
because she was rescued.
Okay, so I was
Yeah,
laughing
yeah.
still about plankton
They
eating at
ended
her.
up getting her up on. They had
I was going to say they couldn't chop her out of the water,
just
could they?
remember the difference when you see.
I'm missing the advice
and
here.
Remember, when you see a dolphin, they swim with this.
Did we miss something?
They breathe out, so you see a puff. Like sharks, swim very straight. She said, "How do you know it's a,
Oh, she
a
was
shark
giving
and
me
not a
advice.
dolphin?" And I said, "Dolphins swim like this." Sharks swim very straight.
Because I missed it, And then all of a sudden, I saw Jeffrey just losing his mind.
Luke goes, what are they gonna do? Chop her out of the water?
I think he meant a helicopter. but-
Exactly.
And I'm like, no, it's not like this.
Oh my
you
God.
guys. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm.
We're bitches. I think we need a disclaimer.
I'd be over there
Jeffrey
like
and
at
Luke
the
are bitches.
Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade turkey and be like, hello, everybody. I fell off the jet ski and I couldn't get back on. I'd be like, tune in to Uncensored Radio Tuesdays and Thursdays and follow us on YouTube.
You would too.
I sure would, bitch, because I never miss a chance
Totally
to
That
would.
joke is
go.
only funny now because I can definitely see Jeff doing that.
After
I am not
It's like
laughing at
little-
the other jokes.
Listen,
You
if
would.
I'm
Like
in the
little
hospital,
tinfoil on
In
his
a
feet
heartbeat.
as he's getting winched.
I'm telling
He'd
you,
have
at
it on the
vet-
blanket. He'd
at
have it
the
on the. He'd have it on the.
Everywhere I go, I find a way to promote the show. Doesn't matter where I am, at a funeral home. I don't care.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yep. We
know.
saw that. We saw the article,
We
Jeff.
know.
We saw the article.
It wasn't me, it was her. And she wasn't even on the show at the time. I was like, great, thank you.
Did they? But here's the thing. They didn't even mention the name in the article.
I was pissed. I was like, shameful, bitch. How you gonna have me come and take that shit for you so you can watch it in Florida and you don't even say the name? Those sons of bitches. And then they just used the photos again
Listen,
and did another
when I
article.
Can we pull up those photos again? Those were great
interview,
photos.
listen, that's not true. When I did the interview, I said my cousin has a local radio show. It's called
It ain't
Uncensored
nobody's local
Radio.
shit.
I said it multiple times. And well, I mean that you live there locally and do the show from Auburn. I said you, and then Aunt Rosie said the same thing. She said Uncensored Radio multiple times. And we were like, when I read it, I said, damn, they didn't say it. I can't believe it. And
No,
we both
probably
talked about
because-
that. We both loved the show.
They've done a couple stories on it, and they're probably mad because I've cussed them out about it because they screwed it up a few times when they have covered it and put pictures in there, and then I yelled at them about it and bitched about it on a public forum.
Oh,
once.
so you're difficult. Yeah.
Yes, I
Well,
am. Well,
In,
because
in Jeff's defense, this local publication has a reputation of pretty
getting
shoddy journalism.
shit wrong.
So, yes.
Well,
yeah.
the thing is, it's like I'm sending you all the information in writing. How do you fuck this story up when you have it all in writing? It's
Well,
not like we did a phone interview.
Even better, they screwed up both birth announcements for both my kids. But they screwed up the same detail twice, and that detail was my middle name. It's right in front of them in print, spelled out clearly, and they still can't get it right. I am not having another kid just so they can screw it up again. No, thank you.
I just have a low tolerance for incompetence, man. I just can't. I can't be
No.
bothered.
No, I don't blame you for this because they screw up a lot.
Like, so, and I mean, I wasn't trying to like be an asshole about it, but it was like whatever. I can't remember what the thing was that we were, commenting on. I think it was some article they did about a certain friend of mine that I was not pleased about, and I just thought it was a hit piece. And I was just pointing out some facts about how they screw up articles constantly, and
Did they block you from that page?
nope.
Oh, ooh, so they can take criticism. That's good.
No, yeah, because it wasn't on their page, but no, because I send the guy it stories if I get some hit, pieces or whatever, like I gladly pass it on to them. I like to help when I can and send them some info, but I, at the same time, it's very frustrating when you can't get the information correct. So
No,
it
I
was
hear ya.
it was definitely frustrating. It was like, bitches, say my name.
Jeffrey.
Say my name. Say my name.
It's called
No one.
but it's okay because really nobody in Auburn watches the damn show anyway. So it's like, all right. Thanks, Ryan Coughlin.
Where are all our viewers right now? Where do we have our base of viewers right now? Because we
Thanks,
get a lot
Ryan.
of views. But
Australia,
Yeah.
all over the world, really is.
We're huge in Australia.
Yeah, we really have a scattered. I've never really had a local following from the show. That's the crazy part. I mean, when we first started, there was, but then all my friends got sick of it, and they were like, "Yeah, we don't care anymore."
No.
Hey,
Well, because they don't want to
Yeah.
hear about Power Rangers. You know what I mean? When we first started, because we had the Power Ranger stuff
Yeah.
with Garrett, they didn't care. You know what I mean?
yeah, I'm lucky if like two of my friends watch the show, and it's usually my friend Ashley and Jeannie. So hey, Ashley, hey Jeannie, what's up?
And all you know,
Oh, we're doing more shout outs.
and they'll watch it when there's something.
Just
you
have
know,
a show for
promoting-
shout outs.
promoting something.
Hey, Frida was watching at one point. You still there,
Yes.
Frida?
The drag queen.
Frida the drag queen.
Hey,
Oh, Frida used to be on the show with us.
Yes, she did. I don't know if she's still watching, but
Oh, Frida can pop in and come say hi some show. Frida will hopefully be back to work doing some shows if we ever open back up with the maybe fake virus.
we should just totally live stream from one of Frida's shows.
oh,
We should
and my
go.
friend Jasmine's watching. Hey, what's up, Jasmine?
Yes,
I,
we
I
should
think
go.
we should. I think we should live stream from one of Frida's shows.
The
I think
first
it'd
one
be great.
back. You think we should go? The
I
first one
think we
back?
should. I think we should. I think it'd be fun.
But I want to come. This is not
Then
fair.
show up, bitch! Quit
Yeah.
complaining.
Yeah, stop, you know,
They ain't letting us out of the country.
now when you can get, I'm like, book the ticket now because this is when you're gonna get it the cheapest. And this bitch is like, fucking cake. He's
Look,
just like her
I'm
tonight,
scared.
isn't he?
What if I book these tickets and then they can't be used and then they don't let me? Like
They're
I know they say, oh, we can
refunding
change it.
them and
Get them
letting you
some
use
travel
them.
insurance, boo.
It's an extra $5, you cheap bitch.
The travel
This is-
insurance is more than that. Thank you.
This is why John divorced you.
No, I have free travel insurance because of my my bank gives it to me for international travel.
I think I paid like $20 for travel insurance every time, and it's worth it every time.
This is why John divorced you and took a few of the kids.
I think he only took like 2.
Well, I said a few. Well, no, I think he's got 3 now because they know their mom's crazy. Let's get her on the show. What's she doing? Is she still alive?
Oh, that'll be interesting.
I know. I hate that bitch with everything. Yes.
Oh,
Ooh.
let's talk
So
about
nice.
upcoming shows. So
Oh.
I'm uploading today. So after this show,
Oh,
guys,
we're
I'm
about to
putting
drop
up,
Mhm.
Yeah, we interviewed Victor Tay yesterday, who's from Exercising My Rights. I spent a lot of time editing that, so
It was a
I
great
hope you
show.
enjoy it.
That was a really, really great interview. It gave us a lot of
Yeah.
insight actually to what happened.
He was
with
amazing
the
because
protesting
I
mob.
had, and I
His
had
name
this
is
big
Renee,
list of
by the way.
questions. Yeah, Renee Altacriti, I think her name is. So that was the protest mum that got arrested, which we showed on our YouTube channel, which is right here on the screen now. The interview with Victor will be up there in the next hour. I'll put it up as soon as we finish here. And then also we have coming up Jess Quigley, and she is a psychic medium and a life coach. We're still locking down dates with her, but she has agreed to do live readings. So I can't wait to see what she brings out with Jeff, because I'm sure there'll be like hell splitting open and demons.
Okay,
coming
listen,
through.
I was just about to express these concerns, okay? You know me. I've seen way too many scary movies. I'm afraid she's just gonna look at me and be like,
She's gonna look at you and be like, check the baby monitor.
no! Listen, so scary, and I'm still not over it. I am still not over it. It was May 18th when I watched that, and I am still not over it. Okay, I'm scarred.
Somebody get this bitch a pill.
We discussed this. You said we couldn't
Yeah.
talk about it
Who's
on
got
air.
the Xanax?
No.
Does
Fuck
anybody
the
know when
Xanax. I need some
Cuomo
weed.
is
Need
legal?
some
I was just
weed.
gonna say, when's Cuomo legalizing the pots?
I need the pots. I need the marijuanas.
When's that getting legalized? Is that still happening this year? I thought that was gonna happen.
I just need some help. Okay, folks. Like, I'm losing sleep over this. It's been almost a month, and I can't help myself
Somebody
anymore.
send her a brownie. Marie is not for the pots. Marie's not the
No,
pots.
and neither
She
am
doesn't
I.
like the pots.
I'm not either.
Don't you judge me, Marie. That was a scary movie.
You know, I'll
It's not
admit,
really the judger. It's her sister who's the judger.
I don't. Okay. Let me explain to you how I am. I am crazy naturally. I don't need anything to enhance
Accurate.
my crazy Italian self. Like, I am so high on life. I jump all over everybody. I'm crazy, and I drink nothing but water. So definitely
abusive.
anything else would probably be a bad thing. I do. I told my general manager if I get away with punching him in his balls, I would because he pissed me off. Yeah.
She used to
If I could not get fired and like literally punch you in the balls right now, I would totally do it.
You
That's
can't
wild.
even watch a romantic comedy with this woman without getting punched. We watched the first time I've never watched Never Been Kissed was with her, and she was whooping my ass through the whole thing. Every time some crazy shit happened in the movie, she'd be like, "Pow, pow, pow!
Oh my God.
Oh my god! Pow, pow, pow!"
Listen, that is an Italian woman thing. I do it too, and I know
Okay.
I know it doesn't
Dude.
look Italian up in here, but I am. I
My
promise.
non-Italian female friends do the same thing. So my friends
I
Caitlin
mean-
and Michaela punch me all the
Dude.
time.
Yes.
But I don't mean like a tap, like a
Yes.
love
No,
tap.
we're
I'm
wailing on you.
talking
It's an Italian thing. We wail on you.
bruises, bitch, bruises. Like I'm talking
Yeah,
like
I'm
Mike
trying to
Tyson
be
knockout.
better. Oh,
I can't remember.
okay.
It
I'm
was
trying to be better about personal space. I don't understand personal space. I don't understand like not hitting people. I'm all over everybody all the time. That's why I'm saying don't give me alcohol and don't give me drugs because I'm crazy already. Like
Okay,
this
so-
would not be a good look on me.
We're getting Marie up here and we're getting her drunk. Got it. It's gonna be great.
No, we're going to Florida, girl. We're all going to Florida. We're renting a van and we're driving down.
Works for me. Let's just get Marie drunk.
Yeah,
She's like, maybe.
And we'll do a live broadcast. We could do UCR on the road.
Oh,
I know.
you guys.
My friend,
I
like,
know.
I just don't know personal space as I'm touching all over her boobs and her butt. I was like, I have no personal space. I don't know.
This
Everybody
is why
laughs.
she
It's
takes
funny.
shots to the
I just
eye.
don't need anything.
It's a good thing that I don't respect personal space either, because this will be fine. You and I will be fine.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
She's nuts, dude. You should hear her
Oh
off
my
air.
gosh.
She's
It would
loud.
be so like
She's exactly. She's the female version of me off air. She's fucking more nuts than I am, if it's humanly possible.
James just throwing up the
I
disclaimer.
am. I'm literally being nice because we're on. Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
Katie
Like when
approved.
me and him talk, James just laughs in the background the whole entire time. Because when me
I'm
and
the-
Jeffrey are
I'm-
on the phone, he just
I'm
laughs
the-
the whole time.
Hey, I'm the studio audience for everything. It's great.
She will call, and there's times like she'll call. I don't even get a hello. The bitch is just going off about whatever it is that pisses her off, and she just calls and she's just screaming from the minute I answer the phone for at least a solid 20 minutes.
Most
And
of the time, it's like, okay, get this shit.
And I
Listen to
just
what
put
this
the phone
bitch
on
did.
speakerphone and I just let it go, and I know I'm about to be entertained.
Yeah.
she'll be talking.
No, it
She'll
is.
be talking.
They-
I'll look up at
they're-
Jeffrey. She'll be talking, and then I'll look up at Jeffrey, and he'll just look at me and go, like the facial
Or if he
expressions are
comes
great.
in and I'm on the phone with her, I'm like, oh wait, hold
Okay.
on, it's Marie. Let me put it on speakerphone for you.
Oh,
Okay, the truth is, certain people run from me at work. There's
I-
certain people who, when they see
I
me
believe
coming,
it. They're probably
they run.
terrified for their
so
life.
it's true.
well, you know, with
Yeah. No, it's the maintenance guys. They run. I've had them run all the way through the whole parking lot and across the street too, that I was going to ask them to fix something, and I started chasing them, and people were laughing hysterically. They're like, "Run, Dylan! Run for your life! She's coming!" I'm like, "You motherfucker, get over here and fix this right now!" Like, I mean, yeah, like literally, I bossed everybody around. Like the poor kitchen manager, I'm like, "Malik, get over here right now." And he's like, "Oh no, she's coming for me. She's coming for me." He's from Africa. And he starts running. I'm like, "I'm going to chase you. Like, you're going to get me this damn mayonnaise I need today. Like, I am not waiting for it." Like, and I chase him to the store. And they all laugh and they run. I don't know. I'm crazy.
You know how people
I'm
would
bored.
smack you on the butt after, good game, smack. Well, I happen to believe in smacking my friends in the ass because it's just a little motivational pat in the butt. Good job. Good for you. I'm proud of you. Except it's not a little pat. It's like a swing and a hit.
One of these days, I'm gonna have to do a screen record
Oh,
because every time I go solo on one person, the things that you guys do when they're on the screen.
Yeah, I've been muting and yawning. I'm tired.
Yeah.
It's past my bedtime. Leave me alone. I knew he was going to call me out on it, you dick. I'm tired.
Because I
It's
can
past
still
my
see.
bedtime. I know you
even
can
though
see me.
even though nobody can see anybody else on the screen at the moment, I can still see what everyone else is doing. And it's funny, every time
Oh.
like,
God damn it.
I was gonna say, have you seen me do some really scary stuff?
no, but it's funny. It's
Oh, no.
funny.
At least I'm being
Fuck.
polite and I'm muting the microphone when I yawn. At least I'm being polite.
Well, it's like I'm starting to like notice like your guys' signs of like when you need a second. Because it's
I'll
almost
always do this one, like I'll do it, and then I just go.
yeah.
But when I do hand gestures, what's his touch? Are you on drugs?
No.
Oh boy.
Oh, we got to
James,
do
you
this
know what
show
I do
real
with
for those
it?
episodes, don't we?
I fix my hair.
Oh,
we gotta do
oh,
blue
okay.
cards.
James
before we
sees
go-
me all prepping, fixing my hair, doing all this. That's what James sees me do all the time. My hair.
Yes, I constantly see her doing this number with her hair, flipping it, like brushing it through, pulling it.
She's a pretty bougie bitch. We could like Katrina. So kids, make sure you go to our YouTube
I
page.
gave my contribution last week.
Click subscribe. Also, we just popped up on our Facebook page there some of our new rewinds. So we're finally getting up our old episodes. So right now we have like Karen's birthday bash. James popped up there. So Miss Karen
Michael
Ashley.
Fishman's birthday bash.
So Karen Ashley from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers when she was on the show regularly. She's up on there. And then Michael Fishman. So the one kid who's on the counters right now. He was a regular co-host there for a minute. So some of his episodes are on there right now. One of the episodes that are up, he's on talking about the roast of Roseanne Barr.
Mm-hmm.
And actually what's really kind of crazy is he was talking about, they made a joke, Wayne Brady's on there, and they're talking about how he wasn't black enough.
Mm-hmm.
And it was
I
really
remember-
interesting because this was taped, in 2012.
Mm-hmm.
This was before everything was going on.
Well, you know,
Yeah. And it was before the reboot happened. So it's important for people to remember that.
Yeah.
These episodes were years ago.
it's
So-
funny
About a
you
decade
say
ago.
something like that. We were, my friends and I were talking about movies that we used to watch growing up. Because I had put All Dogs Go to Heaven on because I thought Grayson might like it. And they're like, are you trying to traumatize your child? I'm like, it's rated G. What are you talking about? And then I remembered it's like all hellfire and demons and the hellhounds. And I'm like, oh, maybe I won't traumatize him today. Maybe not.
Maybe it should have been rated G.
Well, you gotta think about it. That was 1989, I think.
Yeah.
So,
Our movies were totally different from shit kids watch today.
well,
I-
think
The
about
Land
it.
Before Time. How
That's what I'm
horrible was
saying, like,
that?
think about that. The Land
Your
Before
mum
Time.
dead.
Think about
Your mum dead.
But I think that's
think about
why
Homeward
we're
Bound.
so
Think-
adjusted.
we are not adjusted. That is the problem.
No, because we watched like that is real life though, but that happens to kids. Like we're not protected, sugar coated, and told everybody gets a fucking trophy. Like that's real life. That shit happens. We were not protected from our feelings. Like that is real life. Like I'm like thinking about my kids. I was watching Howard the Duck. I tried bringing Mannequin into movie days. So guess what me and my kids watched yesterday? Mannequin. And I'm sitting there like, oh my God, I'm letting my kids watch a movie with a naked mannequin with her titties hanging out. And I'm like, you know
Shut
what,
up,
though?
James.
I was in first grade watching Mannequin. So I'm like, you know what? It's all right. It's a mannequin. It's breasts on a dummy. On a dummy.
There's a
Our
difference
parents
here.
let us watch crazy stuff. Crazy
They
stuff.
absolutely.
How were we allowed
But
to
it was
watch
PG.
Freddy Krueger?
I
And
know, I ain't
what?
letting them
We
watch
were
that.
allowed to watch Freddy Krueger. We were allowed to watch all
I was
those horror
watching Lethal
movies.
Weapon.
And
Friday the 13th.
I think I watched Rocky Horror Picture Show in elementary school, and I loved it. But that's not, that's neither here nor there.
Rocky Horror Picture Show is a great movie, though.
It's
Oh.
a fantastic movie.
You
It's
all can
incredible.
go to hell.
I had never seen it.
I mean, I probably am, but
I had never seen it
Hate
until
that
about
movie.
whoa,
2
whoa, whoa,
or 3 years
whoa!
ago.
Did you just say you
Hey.
hate Rocky Horror?
Hate.
I
Give me
just
your gay card.
hate.
Give me your gay card.
You
It is
can
revoked.
have it.
It is revoked.
Have it. Have it.
Revoked.
have it.
I cannot
I don't-
believe you.
I don't like musicals really. Like Grease is about it.
You seriously
I
give me
played
your gift
Rocky.
card. Give me
I
your
played
gift
Grease is
card.
Rocky
about
one year.
you
Actually,
know what
there's a
the
picture of
only
me floating around gold
the-
pants.
Only thing I
Maybe
like
you just wanna
about
see
the
it.
Horror Picture Show.
Luke,
It's
yes,
dude
we
shoes.
definitely need that photo for our next episode of
Next
UCR
show,
Live.
yeah.
Wait,
It'd be
wait,
too
what?
hard for me to pull up right now.
Wait, what?
I
was
did
you
Rocky.
saying?
I played Rocky once in like a live
Nice.
theater.
You would.
Nice.
All right, guys.
All right.
Make sure that
we
you're
do
following us
that
on all of our
every
social medias.
year.
What, Marie? What happened? What's
We
up?
do that movie at AJ's every year and have a contest, the Rocky Horror Picture Show. We do it at AJ's every year on the Jumbotron. We have a contest where people
Oh.
dress up and you
Love it.
win money. And yeah, they do it every year.
Love it.
Oh,
Love it.
girl,
You guys
I
need to
need
come
like
for
3 months
Halloween.
of gym before
I'm
I
gonna
can
be
do
the
Rocky
king
again.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
I'll make sure I
Yes.
have Corona.
Best.
Oh.
Best.
All right, kids, I've had fun today. All I'm seeing now is plankton eating things.
Oh, I'm sure we'll hear if the show sucks tonight by people. We'll get those messages. Your show is shitty tonight. It wasn't
Hey,
fun. You didn't talk about anything.
And
Hey.
listen, if you're looking to pursue charges on Jeffrey for supplying alcohol to a
She
minor,
was kidding.
call me.
She was kidding. Jesus Christ.
Quick, roll the credits, James. Roll the credits.
My bad. Night, everybody.
Good night.